Hey, are you moving to College Station and you're not a college student, but you want to know more about life outside of a college student, and specifically homes in the area? Then this video for you. So welcome to my channel, Living and Investing in Bryan-College Station. And today we're actually going to highlight Castlegate, which is one of the most popular communities and neighborhoods in this area. And then also right now, I'm standing in a parking lot of Cap Rock Crossing. Now you can see we have RX Pizza and Mad Taco. This place is pretty vivid on a Friday night or Saturday night. If you're someone who wants to have places to go eat, hang out with your family or friends, then this spot that I'm in is going to have a lot of different things. But if you want to know more and wanted to see how College Station will be a good fit for you, make sure you stay tuned and we'll take a look. Let's go. Okay, so right now I am in the Cap Rock Crossing. Now, Cap Rock Crossing is actually a shopping area, eating area that is down the street from Castlegate. And the reason I'm starting here is because oftentimes people like to know what's around the neighborhood. The neighborhood itself, Castle Rock, has been in development, I think, since the early 2000s. And so you have some on the older side of homes, but then you have some newer homes as well. We'll take a look at that. But I like this area because a lot of the different food areas. Right behind me is Casa do Brazil. It is a Brazil steakhouse. I'll tell you, great for date nights. And then over here, you're going to have a lot of different office spaces. You even have a kiddies academy for those who need to maybe have some good locations for daycare if you work from home, or maybe your job is going to relocate you to this area. So it's a lot of different things. Now, behind me, as I turn around, you'll see a highway. So that highway is going to be William D. Fitch, and that connects you to Texas 6. So if you're someone who maybe is thinking about commuting from Houston, Texas, depending on where you're going in Houston, this is roughly about an hour from this side of College Station. So it's a great area for those who are thinking about maybe traveling any small locations in between Houston and College Station. But this spot here is been developed in the very earlier, even before I moved here. I would come and visit, and Castlegate was still the major master plan community, and it has developed so much. It's basically used as kind of a guide for most people here. They'll say, hey, have you seen Castlegate? Have you seen any homes in the neighborhood? So like I say, we're going to get a chance to maybe take a look at that. But I will say, if you come here and you're looking to eat, or if we need to meet, a lot of different coffee shops up here in the front, the Harvest, they have some ice cream places right around the corner. And even across the street on the other side of William D. Fitch, you're going to have your shopping. So you have things like HEB. If you're not from Texas and you're from like kind of Florida area, New York, HEB is here. Everything's better. So it's basically um, very great grocery store. Have a Me and my wife is real big on eating healthy, so they have a good natural selection. They do a lot of farming from Texas local farmers as well. So that will be the location, or excuse me, that will be the grocery store that you will want to grow. Excuse me, that be the grocery store that you will want to go and shop at when you're here in South College Station. So, and also they have all the high schools. You have high school, College Station High School, that's going to be pretty much on this same street for William D. Fitch. You have your elementaries, you have your middle school. So literally, if you're someone that's saying, hey, I know of Texas A&M only from the standpoint of Texas A&M, because they do drive a lot of the economy here, from jobs, from opportunities. But this is the opposite side. This really gets you away from maybe the college life, and this allows you to kind of be an adult who's raising a family and who's working and thinking about all the other things you have to think of when you're outside of the college days. Um, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to take you over and see some additional homes. Now we're going to look at 3 homes in 3 different areas. So Castlegate have 2 um, communities, Castlegate 1 and then Castlegate 2. So we'll start off in Castlegate 1, so make sure you stay tuned to the end so you can see the difference between Castlegate 1 and Castlegate 2, okay? And let's check it out. Okay, so now we're at our first home, and this home behind me is in Castlegate 1. And this home is a 3-2, a 1,500 square foot house, and it's basically right at 206 price per square footage here. So it's generally lower here in Castlegate 1, but now this neighborhood, most of these homes over here are going to be your normal brick home, fully brick. You have a few updated ones that may have like your limestone over here in this corner. I personally do like kind of the combination of the brick and limestone, but everything is different. But you can see if I walk down this sidewalk, it will be a lot of cars coming in and out, because the entry for Castlegate 1 is going to be as you come in. So you have a little bit of busy street. Now these homes are a lot closer, smaller lot sizes. This ideally, when you're in that lower 300 range in the College Station area, this is ideally kind of the price point and size home that you'll get. Pretty much, if you always think about anything specifically in Castlegate, that 300 range is going to be that bare minimum. Everything else up from there is going to be on up from there. So 206 price per square footage is pretty good starting point. So right behind me, you have the entrance. Now this is William D. Finch. So if you're coming in from, as I said, Texas 6, you can come off of William D. Finch, and then you can come cross over, because William D. Finch has one-way both sides of the road. So this one's going to be a one-way heading back towards Texas 6. So that's why I say Castlegate ideally is the area that you probably want to look at and consider when it comes to work environment, community. And so we'll take a look at some of the other 2 homes. So stay tuned, because you can get a chance to kind of see the lake and some of the homes that's positioned right next to it. So it creates a greater environment. And is this going to be in Castlegate 1 or Castlegate 2? We'll find out. All right, let's go check it out. Okay, so now we're at our first home, and this home behind me is in Castlegate 1. And this home is a 3-2, a 1,500 square foot house, and it's basically right at 206 price per square footage here. So it's generally lower here in Castlegate 1, but now this neighborhood, most of these homes over here are going to be your normal brick home, fully brick. You have a few updated ones that may have like your limestone over here in this corner. I personally do like kind of the combination of the brick and limestone, but everything is different. But you can see if I walk down this sidewalk, it will be a lot of cars coming in and out, because the entry for Castlegate 1 is going to be as you come in. So you have a little bit of busy street. Now these homes are a lot closer, smaller lot sizes. This ideally, when you're in that lower 300 range in the College Station area, this is ideally kind of the price point and size home that you'll get. Pretty much, if you always think about anything specifically in Castlegate, that 300 range is going to be that bare minimum. Everything else up from there is going to be on up from there. So 206 price per square footage is pretty good starting point. So right behind me, you have the entrance. Now this is William D. Finch. So if you're coming in from, as I said, Texas 6, you can come off of William D. Fitch, and then you can cross over, because William D. Fitch has one-way both sides of the road. So this one's going to be a one-way heading back towards Texas 6. So that's why I say Castlegate ideally is the area that you probably want to look at and consider when it comes to work environment, community. And so we'll take a look at some of the other two homes. So stay tuned, because you can get a chance to kind of see the lake and some of the homes that's positioned right next to it. So it creates a greater environment. And is this going to be in Castlegate 1 or Castlegate 2? We'll find out. All right, let's go check it out. Okay, so we are in Castlegate 1 or 2? We're in 2. So behind me, you'll get a chance to look at this home. Now you can see this one has a combination of the limestone and brick. I believe that gives just a little bit more up-to-date new feel. And if you look at some of the other homes that have the hardy board as well, even a home over here. So right now we're in a cul-de-sac. One of the things that I always talk about when you're looking at homes anywhere in Texas, from what I found out, is you can get a lot bigger backyard, but these walking trails in Castlegate 2 allow you to get access to the lake and just great distance to be able to walk around. But that house right there is right over 2,000 square foot. It is a 3-2 home. That one is a 1-story. You can see it's a lot of 2 stories. Like I'm walking in between right now one of the walk paths to kind of go to the lake. But a lot of these homes that you may be seeing in the back or behind me are going to be 2-story homes. But that one was a 3-2 home, right over 2,000 square feet, right at a little over 205 price per square footage. So obviously, anytime you have a bigger home, that price per square footage generally go down a little bit. And so something to take in consideration. Now, if you're looking for a family and you're like, hey, I want to include all of the different amenities that comes along with it, then behind me, you're going to have your lake with your sprinkler system. Now, over here to my far left is going to be an event center. So this event center would be perfect if you're having a birthday party, if you want to stay in the area. And then it's going to be an actual pool over here that you can kind of go plan pool parties, or just have your kids come and take a look. And so if we were to turn around behind me, you'll have your walking distance for Castlegate 2, but and it'll go into Castlegate 1. Now you have 2 sides of the lake. You can go fishing in this lake. You can do a lot of different things in this lake, but you can kind of see most of these homes behind me do have the black gated fence. And in this area, mostly you'll see that back fence, oftentimes that is facing the lake, does have to have like an open fence. If it's facing this lake area, you're not going to be able to have a close off fence. So that's something to take in consideration. And that's something very often, if you're looking for areas and communities that live may have some lakes in the area, take that in mind. That's one thing they do in College Station, is make sure you have openness, and even to some of the walk paths and some of the other areas of the neighborhood. But this is what you get in Castlegate. So for that home, around that 400 price point, you can start getting over that 2,000 square foot. Now that one still is at 3.2. And what we're going to do now, I'm going to take you to the next and last house. And if you haven't caught on by now, most of Castlegate 2 houses is going to be a little bit more up to date. This house was built in 2014. And we'll take a look at this next one and the houses around it, and we'll see what you think. All right, let's go check it out. All right, so we are in Castlegate 2 now. We're at the very, very end of Castlegate. And so you can even see behind me the sign for Castlegate 2. And then that exit is going to take you to some of the other neighborhoods. So one of the things I will say is Castlegate 2 has pretty much run out of all new construction homes. It's maybe 2 lots a little bit further down that you could be able to maybe build something. But ideally, this neighborhood was going to be something for someone who want a home, want a community that's already established, that want to just plug in. Um, and you have kids, and you know you're used to staying in the neighborhoods or want to stay in a neighborhood that you just have a lot of things that's already going and not on the up and coming. So, like I said, Castlegate has been by far one of the most popular communities in the College Station area because it's one of the biggest master plan communities that's been in development over the last 10 to 15 years. So that's important to understand. So this is kind of when you start coming down towards the end in Castlegate 2, some of the homes of what they look like, but you can see most of these homes are already established. So if, you know, when you will reach out to me and my team and we say, hey, let's go look at the Castlegate, you can now get an idea of, okay, this is what I can expect when I'm coming into the Castlegate area. Um, Now, if you're someone who want new construction, as you've seen in my channel, I've toured a lot of different communities in the College Station area. So definitely go ahead and take a look at those videos and see if you're someone who wants to get a brand new built home that really don't care too much about master plan communities or, you know, big neighborhoods like the Castlegate. That's fine. Go ahead and reach out so we can schedule a call. But then also, one of the things is important is you may have seen some stuff or you didn't see some things and you have some questions. Text, call, uh, or even schedule a time so we can be able to talk and you can understand, hey, when you are coming to College Station, what to expect, what to experience, and go from there. So this is just one of the other streets I did want to kind of get an idea and let you be able to see at least some of the homes. I like the kind of cream white look. It's that combination of brick and limestone. It looks real well. A lot more newer homes. I love this house right behind me. So these are going to be right in that 600 to 700 price range, and you start looking at your 4 bedroom, 3 bedroom. So if you're someone that you've seen this video, now you got a chance to check out Castlegate, and you're like, I want to maybe schedule some time and see what homes are available for sale, and also new construction neighborhoods that's in this area. I've created a few videos already, and we'll have more coming. But also comment below if you think, hey, Jabari, I'm coming in that 9 month time frame, so I don't plan on making a trip here soon, but can you make a video for this and love a scheduled time? Would you definitely do that? I always know a lot of people may not be moving in 9 days or 90 days, but it's more like 9 months over a year, and that is perfectly fine. Reach out. Me and my team would love to be able to help and be able to see what you're looking for. And of course, if you're looking to build, we can open you up to some opportunities for new build in the area. But that is it for our Castlegate. I appreciate you for watching. Please subscribe, Living and Investing in Bryan-College Station, and continue to comment and let me know what things that you want to see that's in this area. It is not just a area where people go to school as Texas A&M Aggies, but if you're Aggie and you graduated here and you say, hey, I want to come back and retire here, that is often a thing. So we'll take a look at the neighborhood kind of going out, and we'll see you in the next video.